So, as mentioned before, this piston is leaking because of some damage you can see there. I thought I was getting a used one from Facebook, a guy I met there, but there was something wrong with it, so I couldn't get it. So then I tried to call a shop and see if I could get a new one like this, but they were really expensive, so that shop told me to see if I could fix it. So that's what we are doing now. We are taking it off and see if we can fix this. I have new seals for it and everything, so we just need to do something about the damage here. So let's just see if we can get it off. I think it should be pretty easy. This bolt should be no problem, I hope, with the pin here. The bolt down here, have the pin on the inside, so that's a little bit worse, but hope we can make it quick and easy, because today is it's starting to blow already, and tomorrow it's reports of a lot of wind, so I wanted to get this off and in before that happens. It is mild weather, so it's no problem with the snow, but I don't want to be outside working on this in bad weather. So let's get going. You can see it, I've leaked some oil, and there is the pin, so see if we can reach it. Okay, so that was actually easier than I even thought it would be, so that was really nice. We got it in this evening, so now we can just blow winds like it want tomorrow, and it's no problem. We can stay in here and fix this thing. So I didn't even think it was possible to fix this, because it has the damage on the piston here, and we can see here there is some kind of strap in here, so maybe they have had a ratchet strap or something like that around, and that have damaged the piston. So let's see if we can get this one to move. That was not very smart. I think I need to clean my jacket. Damn it. So I just wanted to pull this a little bit further up so I wouldn't be in the way when I was trying to get the locking ring in, and of course with some oil left it just right out and on my jacket. So I guess I'm washing it this evening. Okay, let's see if we can get it more. Okay, it's more oil than I thought. Okay, like this. Now it will drain straight down into the oil catching can down here. So I actually think this damage is probably somewhat okay. We will make it a little bit better, but the damage that is here is more out. You can say if you have a damage on it, the worst thing is if something is sticking out, because that would tear the seal, and I think that's what this have done. This is really outward, so we need to file this down, and then we will fill the grooves with some chemical metal. That was actually the tip I got from the shop that is selling pistons like this, because they said it's so expensive that you should try that before. So don't have to ask me twice if I can save some money. Right. Alright, let's see if we can break the seal with this one. Okay, it's moving freely around. Could it be threads and the locker ring? I doubt it. Well, anyways, it's enough for today. I don't know who I tried to fool. I'm not going to bed yet. I need to figure this out. So, a little bit YouTubing, and first we need to take this seal up, like this. So there is a difference between the one that have threads and the one that don't have threads. So when you have taken the seal like this, then you will take a wood block, and believe it or not, this one is going down. Like that. So I need a smaller wood block. And get rid of all the wood. Find your peeler again. Okay, this one was... Okay, when that one is hit down, you can see there is a new locking ring in here. So this one we will try and push down. So I will use both hands and try and get this one up. Woohoo! All right, there it is. The seals I got is the ones for the rod on the piston. So we got the lip seal that we can see right here, this one, and we have the blue one that is in between here, so we'll pull it out later. The first thing I want to do is address all these problems with this piston rod. It's not in perfect shape, it has been hurt before. We can see someone have cut something up here and it has been welded on. You can see on the top here in between there are some welding, and we can see the scarring on the side here. So ideally I would like to change all this out with a new one, because like this is, it's not good for the seals, but I don't think this is the biggest problem. Right here we have some kind of bump because the metal have been pushed in and something needs to be pushed up. So I don't know, the GoPro will never probably pick this up, but I get there and it stops because it's something going up, and you can hear when I'm going over it. So I need to use a file and take this down, and all other places I can find stuff that is going up from the rod, I have to, here also I think it's, yeah, there is something there also, so you can see it have scraped and pushed the metal here, so I need to file this also down. So that's what I will do now. I will file everything down, and so I don't have any places that the metal is sticking up, and when that is done I will use this chemical metal and fill in everywhere where it's grooves down, and afterwards I will file it down with some fine sandpaper or something like that, so it will be a pretty smooth surface. That's the plan. So then it's just start finding all the places it's going up and file it down, and all the places that it's going down and fill it with some chemical metal. So this is also the side where the leak was from, so it's probably something to do with this. I think that is all the bumps in this rod. So now it's just about cleaning it real good. So I will use the wire brush on air and try and clean good down in every groove. Clean it very well with the brake cleaner, and then we can mix some chemical metal and put in. Seems like that works really good. So I got the rod and the chemical metal on heating. So while that is heating, we can see if we can get the seals out from here that we are changing out. So I got a lot of different tools for that. Hopefully some of them will work. So here is the first one. See if you can see some damage. I can see the edge here is cut. But and we have some grooves. They're right here, so and there are some grooves, so probably not easy to see on the GoPro, but and then we have one inside here. Okay, how damaged is this? Not that much actually. There are some cuts from the piston, but not much actually. Less than I thought. Bit of compressed air and this one should be good to go. So this is some tools I found on eBay. I actually did see them on Facebook and Wish the first time. So they are supposedly really nice tool to install seals with. And since I am planning to do a couple of pistons during this winter, I thought it was a good idea to buy it. Because we are changing on this one. This I didn't know about when I bought this. But the bobcat and the tilt cylinder, you can see in my videos with the bobcat that it's always going down on the tilt with the bucket. So I thought it was a nice idea to buy this. And also the Kubota, we will change some seals in the piston for the bucket, because that one is also losing pressure when it's standing. It's not leaking, but it's losing pressure, so that's not so nice. Okay, I think this works something like... Let's see. I don't remember just how the picture was, but I think it's something like this. And then you twist it like this. And then you can insert it into the place you are mounting it, like this, and then drop it out. I will check, see if it was that. It must be that way, because yeah, because if you don't do it that way, then these two will be in the outside. So put it like this, then you twist it in like this, and then it's much smaller and you can insert it in here without any problems. So enough talking, let's see if it works. Yes, this is up. Looks exactly the same. This is just a lot bluer. And then we do like that and that. Then we twist it. I promise the video I watched looked so much easier than this. It was like wham bam, and it was inserted. Okay, looks like I have something going on. but it does not fit down in here. See? Oh yeah, this actually works. Now it's in there, I think. This needs to come a little bit down. It's in the groove, and let's retract this one. You can see the first half is in the groove, and then we just push this out like that. And we have the first seal in. There's a little, okay, hope you could see this. There's a little here from the thing that was pushing it in, but I guess I can massage it in there. Yeah, you can see here it's just a lip in here. Let's see what I had. The lip in there is hanging, so I just need to push it a little bit down. There. So that was actually a pretty nice tool. Worked very well. That was nice. Okay. Next one. Like that. We have changed out these leaking seals and they look really nice. Will be great to have the new piston in. So now it's just about making the piston as good as it can be with all the faults it has. So okay, then you're supposed to mix the chemical metal until it changes color. Goes from 2 to 1. I can say at once it does not smell very well. Actually, pretty bad. Okay, looks like we are on new steady color. I was not looking for this much to grind or use sandpaper on. It looks like we get a really good seal down in there. I'll try and leave that there a little bit. Let's flip it. Okay, for sure I am not grinding this much tomorrow. So need to use a knife or something afterwards and see if we can scrape it off or something like that. I think it looks like it's, I don't know, not correctly mixed or oops, don't need to make any more. Okay, I think we got all the worst grooves. try and change the gloves and see if we can scrape away a little bit. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so you can see the groove is it's nothing in the groove, strangely enough. But I think this was a better way to insert it, because now I can pinpoint where I want it. Okay, we will just grind the rest of it with some sandpaper. There we can keep it drying to tomorrow. So okay, it's 1.5 days later and this should be dried up and totally sealed. Got a little bit excess, especially up here where it was a lot of grooves down, so we have some sandpapering to do. So I've been out and bought some fine sandpaper also. I think I have 2500 on the finest here, and I also have some a little bit more grid 240 to start with. So we'll start with the 240 and work our way down and see how it goes. Hopefully this will last for a good amount of years. Yeah, that was actually pretty quick. Took no time at all. You can see there we have one that we have filled in. So hard to catch this with the GoPro, but yeah, it got a lot better. I can feel with my finger there is nothing that should tear the seals now. I would actually like to maybe go one more time with the chemical metal, just to fill in the last little grooves that we didn't get. I can see there are some stripes going down here that I would have liked to fill, but they are going in the direction the piston is traveling, so it shouldn't be any problems. And it has started to snow out and it's reports for a winter storm tomorrow, so I think we just pack everything back together and get everything ready for reassembling. Just some silicone or some compound just to make everything a little bit smoother. just smoothly, and a lot more control than using a hammer or something like that. So I think this is a success. Well, that worked. There we have it, ready to go, ready to be installed on the tractor. And as we can see, it feels pretty smooth where we have the chemical metal actually. So hopefully this will last. I'm guessing that the cylinder would probably not have leaked when we changed out the seals and did nothing with the rod, but now when we did the rod also, it probably will last a lot longer because there's nothing to tear up the seals that quick. So yeah, we will see. We will put it back on the tractor and hopefully it will not leak anymore. There it is, everything is back in place, and hopefully it's not leaking anymore. Also changed out the grease circ in this one, so but let's fire up and see if it leaks. Okay, so that seems to be working pretty good. Yeah, with these seals, the damage will probably come after I've used it a couple of times or something like that, so we won't see it at once. Then it would be a big tear. So let's see in the end of the winter if it still is sealed up and everything is functioning right, then we know. It has now been 1 month since I did the fix, and we can see the cylinder is wet because it's not leaking anymore, but it's sweating. So every time I go up and down, you can see this piston side is wet from oil, and when you go down it shaves off a little bit, and yeah. So it's not a perfectly good fix, but it's a lot better than it was. And I think the reason is I should probably have done one more round with the chemical metal and sanded it down, and that would have made it a lot better. But if you saw the weather when I was doing it, it was not time for one more round with curing the chemical metal, so that would added 24 hours. So I think this is it's good enough for the winter. That's for sure. I will say I'm happy with that. So it is actually possible to do this. I have new seals and everything inside the garage, so I can do this again, but it's a lot better. I don't get big pools of oil under here. You can see it's small drops from parking, but nothing more than that, and that I can live with this winter. And then we probably can do something in the summer, hopefully. So that's the fix of this cylinder. Not perfect, but a lot better. So I'm happy with that. So this video took a bit longer to get out than I had planned, and it's not the editing that had been the problem. It's been 2 weeks almost ready, and today I made it finished, and today is the day I'm releasing it actually. So yeah, it's been over a week with winter storms here, and it's been a lot to do. Snow removal every day almost, and yeah, trouble with the tractor and everything. And just take a look at these clips. you can see in the clips, there has been a lot of weather, so all this is coming up in a future video. And yeah, today is the first day with normal weather. It's just a mild breeze and a couple of -°C, so it's nice weather. And yeah, as soon as this video is out, I'm firing up the tractor and going out and clearing some snow again.